The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Right to the air is Herbert. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And the Chargers will have a first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Finds McConkey. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard on the gain there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
He shovels this one forward, and he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They snap it to Herbert. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now Ritter. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Slot man motioned over. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, a largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. All the left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They send a man in motion. Throwing here, Ritter. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They've got a man in motion. Ritter looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Offense up to the line fast. Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets finish off their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Forced out to his right. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 1st down here. He finds McConkey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun, a give to Miller. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Herbert on 1st down. He put everything he had into this one. He connects on the deep shot. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Ritter to throw. Cut out left. Has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41. Counter give here to Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Ritter setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Man in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Ritter. Setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Down from the gun. This throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run Pacheco. And they'll make their stop after a small push to the 5. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing from the gun. And oh, he got it! Interception! Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. He sent a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Ritter. It is Cup left side. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Here's 2nd and 2. Big gain downfield. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Wilson's got it. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Play action on first down. He lets a heater go deep middle. This is caught inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Completed to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chargers will have a first. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Herbert from the gun. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Jets are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now, off play action. Connects with Wiley. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. Still working past the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Ritter to throw. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing here, Ritter. He puts some juice on a deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A tight end in motion now. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Ritter looking to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Jets will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. They're going play action. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Has a hole left, room to run. The 30. The 10. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-six touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie us up 28-all. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Ritter setting up to throw. He throws a bullet to the center. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down from the red zone. He's on the move. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. And that's a New York touchdown! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First and 10, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. They send a tight end in motion. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And the Jets in the dime for this third down. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his right.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Herbert. That's brought in by Miller. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He finds McConkey. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Jukes out a one-stop, and they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Working quickly here. Herbert now off the play fake. Has it down close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game 35 apiece. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Jets pushing to get within range for a game winner. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Handoff now to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Now to throw. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. L.A. uses a timeout here. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. So it's all coming down to a try from Cameron Dicker. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. That one is good! And their postseason starts with a win as they take this wild card game. So the win goes to the Jets. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.